Hi friends, welcome to PLSQL video tutorials. This session I am going to explain about the differences between PLS integer and binary integer. So as you know that if you are working in collections and if you are processing huge data, uh, while improving performance, we should decide which one is required to use to improve the performance. PLSQL integer and binary integer both are very good compared to number integer. Okay, it will give a better performance compared to number and integer. Both are similar. PLS integer and binary integer from Oracle 11G onwards, both are working similar and it will give the better performance. But still I'm giving some of the differences here. PLS integer will requires less storage compared to number and integer data types. Obviously it will improve the performance. And PLS integer, when we are doing more calculations, you can use this. It will give a better performance. Why? Because PLS integer will use mission arithmetic mission. So arithmetic language will use that. So normally number and other data types will use a special internal format to convert to understand the system language, whatever you are using that. So it's require additional calls from libraries to whatever you are using the number or the other data types, integer data types. But the PLS will use a directly mission arithmetic libraries to read whatever your data. So so automatically it will give a better performance instead of number and integer data types. So when you are doing the calculations with a PLS integer, if you have two PLS integers, you will be getting an error called overflow error. So this error will be getting in both PLS integer and binary integer. To fix that overflow issue, you have to use a subtype that is called a number or integer data type you have to use. Otherwise, it will throw error if you are using two combination of calculations, that is a PLS integer or maybe binary integer. Binary integer. Then when you're talking about a binary integer, this data type will be using a very less storage space, as well as binary integer data will be converted into binary format. So automatically, so it will give a better performance compared to other integer and numbers. So here binary integer mainly using a native match libraries for calculations. If you are doing more calculations, you can use a binary integer. Okay, and for any such declarations or statements does not allocate any memory. Because binary integer, if you not assign any value, it won't allocate any memory until if you assign any value, then only it will allocate memory. So automatically it won't utilize any memory from system if you're not allocating any values. So that is the major advantages you can find PLS integer and binary integer. Let's see the one example on related to overflow error and how to fix that. So here I have it, two examples with here you can see I have declared two numbers here. Then I am doing with the P1 plus P2, P1 plus P2. So both are PLS integers. If you add like this directly, what will happen? It will throw error. See here, numeric overflow. So when you are doing calculations with the two PLS integers, it will throw error. So what we can do, we can go for instead of one, this is, you can see instead of PLS integer, you can go for number or integer data types. So what I am doing now, I am going to change this one PLS integer to number. Then now you can see. So here you can store m value, whatever this is my final m value, and instead of PLS integer I am passing another number data type, number or integer, it will give the correct result. Okay, same thing for binary integer. So here what I am doing, P1 and P2 binary integer, if I do directly with addition, again it will throw numeric overflow error. So instead of that you can go for number or integer. Now you can see it is working as expected. So this is the we can fix numeric overflow error if you are using binary integer or PLS integer. If you are doing calculations with both variables, so it will throw error. You can fix that using the subtype number or integer data type. Then There is a query to check the performance for all your data types: binary, integer, integer, number. So I have a written here package utility get time. If I run this, it will return the all data types. Number data type is taking the 39 seconds, and integer data taking 79 seconds, and the PLS taking the 14 seconds, and the binary integer taking 13 seconds. So this is, you can see that you can identify the difference between each data type, which one is the faster. Now you can see. So normally a PLS integer and the binary integer will closely will give the same performance. Maybe depending on your server, it may maybe give some difference here because of your local server, or maybe RAM or CPU process. If I run it again, you can see the difference here. You can see this is 12 and this is 14. Okay, there is a less difference between PLS integer and binary integer, but what about integer and number? You can see the huge difference. This is taking 40 seconds and 78 seconds, here 12 seconds and 14 seconds. So this is the way we can find the difference, like performance compared to number and integer. PLS integer will be giving a better performance. Okay, so if you have a huge calculations, if you are doing few data calculations, maybe collections, whatever, declaring collections, so better to use a PLS integer to improve the performance. You have to remember that when it is throwing a warp error, if you are doing the calculations to PLS integers, so better to go for other data type, subtype, number, or integer type. So this is the way we can go for fixing the warfare error and improving the performance using PLS integer and binary integer. If I run it again, what will happen? So it will both will come closely actually. PLS integer and the binary integer both will come closely, but you can see the difference in integer and number. It's a 78. That is a like more than like 6 times you can see here, 5 times you can see integer and the PLS integer. So this is the way we can identify the performance, and we can use a PLS integer instead of number and integer data types. So thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel to get more videos on this my channel. Thank you very much.